India's logistics is entering a new era of innovation, integration, and impact. At the fourth edition of CargoNXT Logistics and SCM Summit, the spotlight turned to how multimodal strategies, AI-driven visibility, and resilient procurement can lead India's journey towards Viksit Bharat 2047. Welcome to Business Session 3, Logistics Manthan, Leading the Logistics Revolution. The session was steered by Mr. Keku Bomi, MD and CEO, Aviapro Logistics Services. He set the context by sharing insights on India's fast-rising export potential.
We had a seminar organized by the SEPC, the Service Export Promotion Council. And one of the factors that came out in that discussion was in the next 5 years, that's 2030, India will reach $618 billion of merchandise exports. And this is going to be much more faster. The service exports are going to be much more faster than the merchandise exports that are going to take place. The second important point is on the Chinese electronics industry, and I often compare ours with them because they are a good parallel to discuss with, and why it's important for us to keep our focus on this point. Again, by 2030, their exports will hit $959 billion, 2030. India in 2030 was estimated at 180 billion. You're going to have a gap of 800 billion worth of exports 5 years from now. I'm not even talking about today, 5 years from now.
From there, the discussion turned to the role of digital transformation in supply chain operations by Mr. Shonik Goyal, President and Head Supply Chain Management at Sheela Foam Limited.
There are 13 factories, there are about 600 odd containers that are plying all across. There are 100 plus distributors and about 6,000 dedicated dealers working for us. So it's very, very important that we service them on time. And this cannot be done manually. This requires digital transformation. This requires digitalization. This requires, real-time material visibility, real-time inventory visibility, and real-time track and trace. So in today's world, it is virtually impossible. There are 600 plus containers that are plying all across length and breadth of the country. You would have seen sleep well containers plying all across national highways, state highways. Just to keep a track on all those things is humanly not possible manually. It is only possible because of digitalization. Yeah, I am a big fan of digitalization. We worked remarkably well.
Mr. Surender Narwal, Head of Department Procurement at Haldiram Snacks, spoke about vendor diversification and making Indian food brands global.
We are delivering same quality apart of more than 400 outlet pan-India. And every packet, food packaging, you will find the same quality lasts since 78 years. So we are delivering food across the globe right now. So as a theme of Viksit Bharat, we make Haldiram a global food brand. Like Western part teaches us to eat the burger, pizza. Now it's our turn to make globally, to eat bhujia, namkeen, and some Indian food also.
Well done.
So, apart from regarding our vendor in supply chain, we are not dependent on single vendor. We make multiple vendors. So pandemic teaches us to don't rely on single vendor base, and also source from different multiple region models. Like we sourcing our spices from southern part and western part of India. So we can integrate our supply chain as per our product quality.
Mr. Shailender Anand, CEO at Pronk Multiservice India, distinguished between smart packaging and sustainable packaging.
So I would like to take this opportunity to explain the audience here. The smart packaging and sustainable packaging are two different things. How do I define smart packaging, or anybody can define smart packaging? Smart packaging is nothing but it is basically an integration of technology into your traditional packaging to add the functionality. To give you an example, you have a corrugated box or a wooden box, you put a QR code on it, it becomes a smart package. Okay. Now QR code, I'm sure you all must be knowing QR stands for quick response. Okay, so this is called QR code, is a quick response code. So that's why when you scan it, you get quickly all the information on your mobile. But now the thing is, because the technology is going, especially in packaging I'm talking about, it's going way, way ahead now. Where we are, the tests are going on across the globe. There will be vocal QR codes that once you scan it, and you can hear all inside the box, including the packing list, the contents of inside the box, and you can hear it as in your preferred language. Hindi, Gujarati, Punjabi, Chinese, Japanese. So this is going to be soon in the reality. But sustainability, when we talk about in packaging, there are different definitions I would like to say. The sustainability, in a very simple layman language, is a reusable or returnable packaging solution. But what do I do if I'm sending a box from here to Hamburg? Will I get it back? It's not returnable. So there are sometimes the boxes what you make, which is for the longer duration, where you can prolong the discarding of that box, is also called sustainability.
Mr. Kunal Maheshwari, Chief Growth Officer at Softlink Global, addressed a key industry challenge: lack of data interoperability among stakeholders.
Between the logistics service providers and the other stakeholders within that ecosystem. What that causes is lack of visibility, as Sir you said. Along with that, repetitive work. Logistics service providers are plagued with one of the biggest pain point, which is data entry. We, through our AI tools, have brought down the data entry pains by almost 95%, be it a customs filing or be it a freight job. Second, and the most important part, making sense of the data, inward, outward, and predictive. Many logistic companies sit on tons and tons of data. It could be good data, it could be garbage data as well. But with AI, we are trying to make sense of this data and building it in a form where it can be beneficial not just for the logistics service providers, but for their customers as well.
Taking the conversation further, Mr. Rashul Jain of Tech Mahindra explained how Phygital transformation acts as a stepping stone towards full-fledged AI adoption in logistics.
Now we see multi-course, multi-dimensional artificial intelligence being talked about. It can be cognitive, it can be predictive, it can be generative these days, it can be agentic, and now we see another word which is cursor AI. Now, so, people from the outside in perspective, because I'm a logistician by heart. So when I entered the technology industry, it was all, going over my head because I could not understand even a single word. But then when you get to the depth of it, you understand and you realize the importance of it. So I think when we talk about artificial intelligence and Phygital, it is all connected, but it is a journey. You start with Phygital, you end at artificial intelligence. So that's how Phygital is really a stepping stone or a foundation towards a digital transformation journey.
Mr. Bhupendra Kumar, supply chain expert, emphasized the urgent need to shift freight from roads to railways and waterways.
So I'm not sure how they are defining the logistical sources, 9%. It may be already 6%, but database is not there. Or I'll say the real database is not there, because my cost from inland transportation by rail, road, or by sea, it may differ for the person sitting at the port. The manufacturing unit is at Mumbai. Another thing is very important is to shift the freight from road to railway as the waterways. Currently, road freight is around 71%. Some data say it is 65%. Some data say it is 70%. Somebody is saying it is 75%. So in between it is 65 to 75% is still we have the road freight. And if we'll talk about China, we'll talk about US, if we talk about Europe, it is not more than 30%. Waterways are more. Here in India, we are still on waterways 2%. So we need to increase the shift from road freight to rail freight as well as waterways. That is more important, because I heard it is only 2% in waterways and rail it is 18%.
Yes.
That is definitely going to contribute in the cost reduction as well as the emission factor, because road freight is the highest impact on the emission part.
Lastly, Mr. Pankaj Gupta, Director at OW Logistics, discussed the significance of CTPAT and AEO accreditation.
CTPAT, as it stands, I believe most people here present know about it. It's a customs and trade partnership agreement arrangement against terrorism.
Correct.
So basically, it's a US-based program, and we've been talking about resilience. We're talking about reducing dwell times. CTPAT is a step in that direction.
Correct.
Fortunately, besides the other 21 countries, this is a US custom initiative. So besides the other 21 countries, India is a mutually recognized entity. And the AEO program that we have, this is one of the benefits of the AEO program, that you are recognized across the globe. And it is true for importers, exporters, supply chain companies, and logistic companies. And you get an accreditation for almost everybody. As of now, it is just a security arrangement, and it is not reducing your times relating to compliances, which the US Customs create. But I think in the times to come, as the volumes are growing and customs are moving towards more towards risk management, so this is going to be a game changer.
The Logistics Manthan brought together diverse perspectives, but one theme was clear: innovation and integration will define India's logistics revolution. As the day progressed, the exchange of ideas reinforced a simple truth: the road to Viksit Bharat will be paved with smarter logistics, agile supply chains, and global integration. Let's hear from some industry experts.
I think it's a very vibrant event, very balanced event, represented by both service providers as well as the service takers. So a very well organized program by CargoNXT. I have got this opportunity first thing to attend this event. I hope you'll continue to organize such events in the future also. Thank you so much.
CargoNXT platform, of course, it's a good platform. It provides the great view about the supply chain logistics across the world.
Stay tuned for more expert takeaways. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.